Wayne Rooney. Pay homage to Ricky Hatton. At massive send-off for late boxer? Stay tuned as we bring you the latest in the boxing world. Subscribe. Thousands of fans, including several big-name celebs, lined the streets of Manchester on Friday to pay homage to the late Ricky Hatton. Tyson Fury and his brother, Tommy, were two of the most notable who hit the boxing legend's funeral, but Amir Khan, Frank Bruno, and Conor and Nigel Benn all showed face to pay respects as well. Hatton, as you know, passed away just a few weeks ago at the age of 46. Fury, in a video he posted just prior to attending the memorial, called Hatton an inspiration who actually helped turn him into the world-renowned boxer that he is today. "I wanted to be just like him," Fury said. "The ring walks, the flashy shorts, the fans, the chanting. Without Ricky Hatton, Manchester wouldn't have had, the Northwest wouldn't have had, the UK wouldn't have had so many boxing world champions." Former Manchester United player Wayne Rooney was also in attendance for the services, along with singer Liam Gallagher. It was a massive send-off for the boxing icon. While the funeral was held at Manchester Cathedral, mourners lined the streets as the cortege wound through roads in the city. They drove by the former pub Hatton's parents used to own, the gym he trained at, and even the AO Arena where he defeated Kostya Tsayu in 2005. Hatton was found dead at his home in England last month. While no cause of death has been publicly released, police have maintained that no suspicious circumstances surrounded his passing. Tyson Fury is among the many professional boxers and sports personalities who gathered to pay their respects at the funeral of legendary boxer Ricky Hatton. The Gypsy King has turned heads with his choice of suit for Ricky Hatton's funeral after sharing an emotional tribute to his hero. Earlier today, the 10th of October, the former heavyweight champion took to social media to celebrate the life of his childhood hero, who inspired so many young boxers to take up the sport. Hatton passed away at his home in Hyde on the 14th of September at the age of 46. Thousands of people lined the streets of Manchester as part of the boxing legend's funeral procession, led by his iconic Only Fools and Horses three-wheel Reliant Robin, as the sportsman was laid to rest. Just hours after taking to Instagram to say he'd wanted to be just like Hatton when growing up, Fury was pictured outside Manchester Cathedral for the service, where he raised eyebrows with a flashy suit. From a distance, it looks as though the self-proclaimed Gypsy King is wearing a suit covered in mini stained glass portraits, but when you get a closer look, it is actually made up of hundreds of small pictures of himself. One image appears to show him sitting on a throne, wearing a superhero outfit and a crown, while another depicts the moment he married his wife, Paris, along with pictures of their children. After Hatton's death last month, the boxer paid tribute to him, writing on social media, "Rip to the legend at Ricky Hatton, may he rip. There will only ever be one Ricky Hatton. Can't believe this, so young." In his video on his Instagram story before the funeral, Fury said that Hatton inspired him as a young boy to go on and do great things in boxing. He added, "I wanted to be just like him, the ring walks, the flashy shorts, the fans, the chanting. It's an interesting suit." Dominic Lipinski's Getty Images. Without Ricky Hatton, Manchester wouldn't have had, the Northwest wouldn't have had, the UK wouldn't have had so many boxing world champions, inspired by the great Richard Hitman Hatton. Rest in peace, Rick. See you soon, buddy. While Fury is known for his slightly garish outfits, Hatton was no stranger to a bit of dress-up and previously spoke about how much he loved dressing up in Del Boy's iconic flat cap and sheepskin fur coat, and driving around his local town of Hyde in the real-life Only Fools Reliant Robin that he purchased in 2007. In 2017, Hitman Hatton took sports pundit Steve Bunce for a ride in the three-wheeler, which struggled to get going at first, unsurprisingly given it was 60 years old at the time. "The buzz I used to get about when I used to drive down the road," Hatton said, laughing. "I used to have my flat cap and me sheepskin on and people used to just look at me and go, 'Is that Ricky Hatton?'" Elsewhere, Hatton was known for his incredible showmanship and love for flashy shorts when entering the ring, something for which Fury admired him. Tyson Fury has shared an emotional tribute to Ricky Hatton, saying he wanted to be just like him as a young boxing fan. The former world heavyweight champion said Hatton inspired him and so many other young boxers who have gone on to win titles for the UK. Boxing legend Hatton passed away on the 14th of September at the age of 46, and today, the 10th of October, mourners line the streets of Manchester to say a final farewell to the sportsman. Taking to his Instagram stories, Fury told his followers, "Today's the day of Ricky Hatton's funeral, and I'm not going to be alone when I say this, that Ricky inspired me as a young boy to go on and do great things in boxing. I wanted to be just like him, the ring walks, the flashy shorts, the fans, the chanting." Fury recalled going to see Hatton fight for his world title against Kostya Tszyu in Manchester, and being completely awestruck. "Without Ricky Hatton, Manchester wouldn't have had, the Northwest wouldn't have had, the UK wouldn't have had so many boxing world champions, inspired by the great Richard Hitman Hatton," he said, adding, "Rest in peace, Rick. See you soon, buddy." Fury also shared a clip of himself running with Bobby Vinton's of Blue Moon playing Over the Top, a song famously associated with Hatton's football team, Manchester City, despite Fury being a Manchester United fan himself. Tyson Fury was a huge fan of Ricky Hatton from being a young boy, Nathan Sturck Getty Images. Greater Manchester Police announced that Hatton had been found dead in his home in G Cross, Manchester, last month, confirming his death was not being treated as suspicious. The 46-year-old competed as a professional boxer from 1997 to 2012, holding numerous world championships in both the light welterweight and welterweight divisions. He had planned to return to the ring in December and was set to face Issa Uldar in a middleweight contest in Dubai. Today, friends and family of the star will gather to pay their respects to the boxing legend, with his funeral procession starting at Cheshire Cheese in Hyde and making its way to Manchester Cathedral in the city centre for the service. The procession will call at a number of landmarks, including the New Inn at Salford where doves will be released in his honour. Thousands of mourners are expected to line the procession route to pay their respects to the man who collected millions of fans, both at home in Manchester and around the world, throughout his illustrious career.